In Indonesia, there is a TikTok trend that is quite viral, where the content creator tell us about the demands and the heavy burden of being the first child, first niece, and first grandchild. Because in this situation, you are the first person that the family expect to be a role model for your younger siblings in the future. When we are in the kindergarten or elementary school, maybe the burden we think about is not far from the problem of friendship or food, right? But when we grow up and times start to change so fast, problems that we used to think only come from friends can now spread to family, finances, college, achievement, and the future. Do you ever think for hours in bed before going to sleep to think about what else you need to do? If so, so do I. The honorable judges, friends, and audiences, good morning. My name is Ranum from Kemenkes Yogyakarta. It is amazing to be able to stand in front of you to deliver my speech about a college student's burden of responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, the burden feels heavier when we grow up. We are required to continue our works to completion as a form of responsibility with all of the problems and obstacles that sometimes people don't want to hear about. Telling a little about my experience, I once met a moment when my family had a financial problems that required me to take a part-time job to meet daily needs, which caused some of my study time to be disrupted. However, this is one of the harsh reality that we must continue to go through with full responsibility, both responsible for our studies and responsible for our survival. For all of my fellows who have the same experience like me, I want you to say that you are amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we as college students understood that college is extremely different from school because college are not supervised as school. Whereas when we are in high school, our teachers still often contacted, dictated, and told us to do A, B, C, and so on. However, if we as college students still hold fast to such thoughts, I am sure that you will be overwhelmed to complete your obligation. There are some forms of our responsibilities as college students that can lead us to success. First, be responsible for understanding the meaning of learning. When we listen to the word learning, we often associate it with the word burden. After that, the things that come to our mind are difficulties and fatigue. Instead of thinking learning as a burden, let's make it positive. It could be learning is amazing, learning is fun, and learning is the key for us to survive. Second, learning from mistakes and learning new insight. In addition to being responsible for learning activities, we can also increase our experiences and courage by trying to apply the knowledge we have around us and start to learn from some of mistakes that we make. In addition to getting new insights, it will also be easier to understand the meaning of the knowledge. Third, working professional. As educated student, we also need to maintain morals and attitudes to increase our self-worth. People will like and respect us who are also kind to them. So wait for the time when things will also be good for us. And fourth, it's responsible for maintaining the health and mental stability of each of us. Last but not least, as we grow older, we begin to learn to understand our abilities. Let's start working with self-awareness and strength. Because if we are sick, we will find it much more difficult to carry out our responsibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, this college life isn't just, it's the lecturer's job to teach us many things. Friends, stop thinking like that. To achieve success, our lives are more than that. We as students still have to be responsible for making strategies and taking action. It's up to the student to put effort into getting their education. Another way for students to be successful in college is to know what personal responsibility means to them and why it's important. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we are doing some of our responsibilities and accidentally making mistakes, we don't need to worry, but start to learn from the mistakes and problems that we face. Surely, in the future, we can keep our spirits up and be happy to live all responsibilities that we bear. Thank you very much.